Luke.
Joe, thank you very much. Really useful and insightful presentation there, and I look forward to reading it. And of course, I commend it to everybody here and those who might be watching online as well to order it through Full Court's website. Just as regards the analysis on Connacht, did you look at, or do you look at the interplay with other lordships, perhaps which are analogous in terms of the Anglicisation strategy that's being pursued, maybe in Thomond, Desmond, Ormond, and elsewhere? I'm just wondering if they feature in your book at all.
The difficulties in Desmond were tied in with, if you like, some of the activities of the earls. Some of the activities of the rebellious earls' sons in the 1570s. So yes, it is. It goes beyond the actual province of Connacht itself and the lordships, and it certainly has a relevance beyond that.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you very much. John? Sorry, John.
Marriage was often used as a way. Marriage was often used as a way of solving difficulties with opposing clans. Was there any significant marriages between the O'Kellys and the Burkes?
I mentioned one in particular. This was in the late 16th century. Referring back to the conflict that was going on between Richard Burke, that's the second Earl, and John Burke, the Sheriff of County Galway at the time. One Tadhg O'Kelly, who was not the leader of the O'Kellys as such, he wouldn't have been the chieftain, but he was the second in command, if you like. He was the Taoiseach, living in Mullaghmore in County Galway. He was married to John Burke's sister. And and again, without going into any detail whatsoever, at one stage, Tadhg O'Kelly's two sons, his wife, and I think 200 cattle or something like that, were taken by the Earl of Clanrickard for some reason or other. It's not clear why, but it's just an example of it. Yes, there was intermarriage there, and it was between, different elements, if you like, or different sects of the Burkes and the O'Kellys.
Yes,
Thanks very much.
John, I'd just like to say that nothing very successful ever happened between the O'Farrells and the O'Kellys.
There we go. Any other questions? I just had one question, Joe. The Simnel affair, the English crowned in Dublin with the support of Anglo-Norman lords. Was that had any effect on the Burkes? Because we know in West Cork, in particular in Cork, the Gaelic chieftain stayed out of that, and they were rewarded by Henry VII to be protected under English law. That was quite interesting. So I wonder if there was any effect of that affair. Anyone is aware of the Simnel affair? Yeah, this is a fascinating story. Henry VII, the first Tudor, comes to the throne, but there are partisans in England and in Ireland that say the previous king was Edward III or the fourth, I don't remember, has a son, right, in Cork. So they crown him the English king in Dublin, and they send an army in England. I mean, you could write a movie on this, and you'd say it's a fiction. And they were ultimately defeated, but it was really, they were supported by Anglo-Norman lords, right?
Not at all evident in the research that I have done,
Okay.
Because for 200 years or so prior to that, the Burkes had not been really in very much contact with the crown. So it was as if they were operating separate from it. Now, having said that, in the ancient county of Connacht, if you like, which had started out initially in the 1230s, thereabouts, as being, all of Connacht, by the time around coming towards the end of the 15th century, by the time that the Tudors came into place, you had just that reduced area around Galway and Athenry, and that was being referred to as the County of Connacht. So it was down to that. So there was little or no, the Burkes had little or no contact with the Crown at all at the time.
Okay.
Now, yes, they had nominal sheriffs, but that was it. So no, the movie that you're planning there, Michael, will not be very important in the Galway context, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
I think, thank you very
Thanks
much.
very much. Go to Míle Maith.
We shall
Thanks very
proceed.
much. Okay.
We shall proceed. Huh?
So we're not doing the parade.